What's up? It's Portuguese DIY Dad. Today we are changing our brakes. We have a 2019 Volkswagen Tiguan, and who needs to take it to the mechanic to get this done? You can do this at home in less than an hour. All right, so let me show you. I already did. Well, I'm in the process of doing this side. All right, and I'm gonna show you. These are the old brakes. It was time. We're almost at the middle. It's time. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you step by step on what you need to do, what tools you'll need to get this job done. All right, let's go. Here are the tools you are going to need. All right, get yourself a flathead. You need this little tool to remove the little plastic piece on the lug nuts. Okay, this should have came with your car. Look in the back. You should find this little piece. Okay, you're going to need this clamp. You use this to compress the caliper. You're going to need a flathead just to pry things. You're going to need a 17-inch wrench right here, and this you need a 13mm socket, 17mm socket. These are for your lug nuts. Okay, or you can use also. You're going to need this. This came with the car. This is to loosen the lug nuts. And you're also going to need, I like having this S hanger, and it's to kind of hold the caliper up while I work and I change the brakes. Okay, and you're going to need obviously new brakes. Okay, so these I got from Amazon, Evo, from Power Stop, and they have really good reviews. This is the only thing I use in my car, so find this. All the tools I used and everything that you're going to see today, I'm going to throw it in the description box in case you need it. Do me a favor, okay? If I'm saving you some money today, the least you can do is give me a thumbs up. All right, thanks. Here we go. So the first thing you will want to do is pop the hood. Okay, find your brake reservoir, which is right back here. Okay, you want to open it up, and the reason why, once you compress the caliper right here, once you, let me put some light. There we go. Once you compress this, it's going to push all the liquid back into the reservoir, and so you don't want it to overspill or get stuck or whatever. So just open that up. I put a piece of cardboard on the bottom just in case it overspills and it can suck it up. Okay. Did you know? I learned something new today. Did you know that this car, and I believe the other models, 20, 21, 18, they have a little arrow right here to show you where to put the jack. All right, that's so cool. All right, so what you want to do is you want to put the jack, if you've never lifted your car before or you haven't done it in a long time, you want to put it in this groove right here on the frame. I like to use a 2x4 just so I can distribute the weight on the 2x4, and then follow the arrow where it tells you to go, and then lift. Okay, but before you lift, okay, you want to make sure that you want to loosen up the lug nuts. Okay, so we're going to use this little tool, right, that I told you to go get in the back of your car, and we're going to pull these covers off, and literally just stick it in there and whoop, pop it out. So you're going to do, if you've never removed the tire before, is you want to use this to pry these because they're probably stuck, so you just want to kind of loosen them up a little bit, each one just a little bit. Okay, you can kind of step on it. I like to do that. Just put my weight on it and poof, loosened. Do that to all the lug nuts, and then go ahead and lift your car up. You want to make sure you put a jack just in case. Alright guys, we're going to use our 13mm socket to get this. Let's see if I can, yep, right here, boom. We're going to get this screw out right here, okay, and then we're going to take this screw out right here in the bottom. Okay, they're the same. They hold on to the caliper right here. So we're gonna unscrew those two, and then with this S hanger, right, that I found, I'm gonna go ahead and just hang it right here and just get it out of the way. All right. And this is where your 17 millimeter wrench is going to come in, because you're going to hold this while you get the screw out. Alright, so I already loosened them up. The hardest one is going to be the bottom. That's probably going to be the one that has the most corrosion, but this should be relatively easy to take off. It also depends where you live. If you're up north, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. I already took these two screws out, so now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can take my caliper off while holding the camera. Here we go. Alright guys, there it is. It's hanging. This is all open. Here are our brakes, our brake pads. And I'll tell you something. The car has 84,000 miles, and this is the first time I'm doing the brakes, guys. Yeah, man, these held up real nicely. So let's get these out. So you just really just pop these out. You can use a flathead to pry these out. I didn't even need it, but here it is. So this is what it looks like. Old. Looks like my car does not have a brake pad sensor. So these come with the brake. Yeah, mine don't have a brake pad sensor. So let's compare real quick. All right. Notice this guy has this hanging. Okay, we're gonna just pull that off. This is a sensor cable, and some of the Tiguans have it, but mine doesn't. So there you go. Yeah, a lot of meat on the new ones. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this off and go put it on the car. I'm not doing the rotors today, but what if you were? Okay, it's actually really simple. So once you get the caliper off, and what's left is this bracket right here. This is what holds everything together. You're going to remove those two bolts, all right, and then this is the first bolt right here, and then the other bolt is right here. Okay, so you would take those two bolts out, and they would get the caliper and what holds the caliper out, and then all you got to do is get a mallet and then just give it a little hit so it can it's probably gonna be stuck to that. So use a mallet to separate it, and then you get the rotor out, and then you put the new one in, and then you reverse the steps. Put the what holds the caliper in first, and then you put the caliper on. Okay, so really simple. The rotors is just an extra two bolt. That's it. Okay. All right, guys, you got this. So here goes the new one. Both brakes are in now, okay, and now we're gonna put the caliper back, but before that we gotta compress it so that way it can fit, right? Because before the pads were smaller. So now I have this C-clamp here, and we are going to use it to compress this, right? So that way we can fit our new pads. Now, I believe Amazon has a tool that is for that. I believe it goes on the inside, and then it has a part where you spin and it pushes it. And if I find it on Amazon, I'll throw the link in there in the description box for that too. But I've never really needed it. I've always done it this way, and it works fine. Never had an issue. Okay. And you want to make sure that this is not overspilling. You see how my my brake liquid went all the way, came out in the beginning, it was not like that, but now it is. It's all the way to the top. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and then put the caliper back on here, and then put the 2 screws back in, and then put the tire back on. So I really don't think I need to explain that. You just got to reverse the steps and go backwards and do it that way. Listen, if I saved you some money, alright, you owe me a thumbs up. Okay, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. God bless.